This is raw and unfiltered, from sex, sports to culture, all topics considered. It's a good time with dope conversation. Every time you take a listen, it's a celebration. So tap in, you won't be disappointed. Keep it a buck, anything else is pointless. Facts over fluff, our discussions are poignant. Politically incorrect, well that's what the point is. We talk our talk like nobody else can. We give our perspective, not afraid to make a stand. Nothing off the record, every take and every rant is unapologetic, and we stand on that. We make you think, we make you laugh out loud. The realest place on the internet, hands down. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house.
Y'all already know what it is, and what it's always gonna be. We bet the house over here in this motherfucker. So that's what it is. All right. So tonight, this episode, I got some of my people. I got the Tylers in the building, man. You guys introduce yourself, because I think this is the first time you guys have appeared on Bet the House. So introduce yourself. Tell us about your platform one time.
Happening.
Hey, y'all. I'm Kim.
I'm Nelson.
And we are
Meet the Tylers
podcast. What's up, Smash?
Y'all so in sync. I love that shit. I love
Thank
that
you.
shit, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm chilling, man. I'm finna get ready to take a break in a little bit. Well, by the time this come out, the break will probably be over with. Because I'm like 20 episodes in the chamber right now, so I'm like having a tough time putting all this shit together. But shout out to y'all, man. I know y'all got some big things going on at the top of the year.
Thank you.
Talk to me about what's going on with that. What y'all got going on?
We got the Meet the Tylers, and we have another show coming called Tasty Tales with Channel 8 Network, Channel 82 Network.
82 Network. Yes.
Okay.
Shout out
Okay.
Mr. Mario.
Yeah, we
God,
got
that's
quite
my
a few
guy.
things in the making, you know. Our premiere is in January.
Yes, we have those two premieres. He's doing the theme music for both shows, so we have that coming.
Okay.
too.
Okay.
He actually has an EP coming too. So
Oh, my man's out here working, man. Shout out to y'all for the music thing. That's what's up. Speaking of, because you know, you actually just hit on the first topic. Favorite theme songs. What's some theme songs out here, man, that you can't every time you hear it? Like for me, I'ma tell you, it's two that really stand out for me as far as theme songs. The first one is Family Matters. I just can't get that damn song out my head when I hear that shit. And the second one is really not a theme song because it has no words, but you pretty much know, well, he do rap in the beginning, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. But I more so like the ending better than I do the rap. The rap was cool, but the ending with the beat was a little bit more of my swag for me, because I used to think I could freestyle off that beat, and I used to try to catch it before it ended. So what are some theme songs to y'all, man? Let's talk favorite theme songs. What y'all got?
Let's see. When you said that, for some reason, the Belly theme popped in my head. That, you know, that Nas and DMX song, Dogs for Life.
Yeah.
That popped in my head right away. You know.
Okay.
And let me see. As far as TV wise, you pinpointed most of them. You did. Like I
hated A Different World, but the theme song was cracking though.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
And
you ain't like A Different World?
Nah, man, I ain't like A Different World, man. A lot of them cats on there couldn't act to me, so it was like, yeah, I just could. I like hood movies, but at least have some. So that's what it is for me. I like watching shit with somewhat of acting. Like the only thing that I could tolerate is like hood movies and like web series because those people are not professionals. They just getting everybody start from somewhere. But when I look at like I couldn't stand Whitley, couldn't act for shit. And I couldn't stand Ron. He couldn't act for shit. And it was like everybody else, they cool, but Jada Pinkett wasn't that good of an actor on that show. It was like I've seen these cats do better. You know, now as watching them now, because, you know, I was a shorty when A Different World came out. But now when I see them on different things, I'm like, why y'all didn't act like this on A Different World? Like, so...
But you gotta think though, Smash, like A Different World was a lot of them stars now first breaking point.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That was they
didn't have a lot of experience.
But some people jump off the box naturally though, and just got that shit. And some people don't. Another show that comes to mind, I like the Living Single theme song for some reason.
I like that, but Golden Girls came to mind when you said theme song.
What about
Thank You for Being a Friend?
I never watched the show, but the theme songs be cracking.
The theme song, right?
What about Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Like
Different
that
Strokes.
Was on that one.
Different Strokes.
Oh yeah, Young and the Restless. That's an epic.
I know. For the Young and the Restless, I know the theme song and the beat. It's like MASH. You know, MASH didn't have no words, and you didn't watch MASH, but you knew that song. When that shit came on, it was like, yeah, it's time to go to bed right after they play this song. You know, I want to hear this song. It was a few, man. These shows.
Lot of them. Even Full House.
Oh yeah, Full House. You always
Step
know.
by Step. Remember that?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember
Step by Step was the shit.
Step.
The Batman, the original Batman theme song, like the TV version, not the cartoon version.
Yeah.
The Batman shit, Magnum PI theme song. Like, it's a lot, man. Facts of Life was my shit.
Oh yeah, I grew up with Facts of Life.
Yeah.
Power, I would put Power up there, but it wouldn't be the Trey Songz version. It would be the regular Power song, the one with Joe. I didn't like the Trey Songz version. If you don't remember the Trey Songz version, it's because they did it for like three episodes.
Right.
It was the same words, but it was just with Trey Songz singing.
Right.
The fans was not fucking with that shit.
I ain't even no Power fan like that, so I really can't speak on that theme song. Yeah, I'm sleeping. I ain't gonna lie. I know I'm sleeping.
You gotta wake him up, Kim. What is he?
I've been watching Power from the first season.
What do y'all got over here and watch? I never watched Friends, but the theme song was catchy.
Yeah,
I liked the Friends theme song.
Yeah. Do I remember the Friends theme song?
Malcolm in the Middle was another theme song I liked. Like, I got them wrote down.
What
Jeopardy.
About, Beavis and Butthead. That was a catchy one.
Facts.
Oh no! What about King of the Hill? Since we're talking cartoon theme songs,
I did not like that show, but I liked the song though.
That song is dope.
This show was kind of dry. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't had no real like.
There is no the all-time classic one. You can't forget the Andy Griffin Show, but you can't forget.
Oh yeah.
You can't forget the Brady Bunch. You can't forget
the Brady Bunch,
the Beverly Hillbillies,
Brady Bunch,
Dukes of Hazzard.
Good Times.
Good Times is like the #1 theme song to me. I know that
shit. Good Times.
Knight Rider was another one.
Oh yeah.
Wow, you bringing me back, man.
Oh yeah, man. I'm a TV head. The Wire. I knew all the Wire theme songs, even when they changed every season. They changed it with a different beat. But
I'm even sleep on The Wire too. I ain't even...
the Dawson's Creek theme song. Making my way through the world today.
I love that song, but I'm talking about him saying he ain't never seen The Wire. Man, what's wrong with you?
Like I skipped through it.
He's a movie buff. He don't do series like that.
We talking classic TV, man. Classic TV.
He been on the Wu-Tang series though.
Yeah, we've been on that.
Cause he a music head, so I would expect him to be on the Wu-Tang series. Yeah. Can't forget about the Jeffersons.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's one of the most unforgettable.
And the Jetsons.
Oh yeah.
Flintstones.
Wow. I did some thinking on this next topic. I did some thinking. At first, I used to think Bobby Womack was just a dog ass nigga. I used to think this, but then come to think about it, you gotta understand it's not just on Bobby Womack. When you go through a situation, it takes two to say yes. You know, so we jump down on Bobby, but we don't never jump down on the wife, on Sam Cooke's wife. We don't never get down on her because it took her to say yes to that situation. I think so. Yeah, Bobby was wrong. I'm not defending Bobby Womack actions. What I'm saying is, why don't we put equally blame on the wife? Because she allowed the fuck shit. She allowed this man to come in her life after her husband just died. Like Bobby was a dog. Like if I wasn't a upstanding ass person, I'd be saluting Bobby Womack right now. Cause Bobby Womack, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Bobby Womack, a lot of dudes will be like, oh, he was the man. Because Bobby Womack, one thing I can say about him, he was very blunt. He was very blunt. Yeah. He did that song. When he did the song, I wish he didn't trust me so much. I said, oh, he's a bold motherfucker. Like, he was telling us what he was doing while he was doing it. And if that ain't the most bluntest shit I've ever seen. Now, what I don't agree with is you marry your best friend wife and then you go get with your best friend daughter. Like, come on. That's where I gotta say, yeah, that's some fuck shit, Bobby. But I gotta put it on the wife too, because you put yourself in this situation. You accepted to mess around with your husband's best friend. You accepted that shit. And why is it, Kim, do you ever notice people that don't wait till a motherfucker's in the ground before they start hollering at the widows, the husband or wives? It's
okay. 5 Heartbeats. Remember when Dirty Red was at the funeral with his wife? Right. He whispered in her ear, "I'm here for you, Eleanor." Like, you know what I'm saying? Facts. At the funeral.
That's remember that grimy shit. You got to be a grimy motherfucker.
I think my husband might ask to come back and haunt if he talks.
I swear to God,
was popping off.
I already told my homies that the day that my wife Shantae goes to anybody, any one of my homies, like I already told her, I know they be like, man, wouldn't you rather her date somebody that you know? No, because I know all my guys. No, fuck no. Like, you know, and they my guys, true enough, and I love them, but nah, Chief, I because that type of shit make me wonder how long you was lusting after this situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. How long you was lusting the
like,
jump?
Was you plotting on me, waiting for me to?
Yeah, you was waiting on me to go. You was waiting on me to go to jail or die, some shit. How long was you plotting? See, I hate when exes break up and then they go try to holler at your homie. Like,
but that's the whole thing when you talk about the blame on the wife, because how long was she lusting after him to be open to that?
Exactly. Like
that means she was probably sitting back like, just wait till I get a chance. I'm about to kick him right in his gut.
I'm about to give you a Meet the Tyreless exclusive. My wife know about this. This is way before my wife. We came to conclusions about this. Okay, to make a long story short, his ex hit me in the inbox and I showed him. Like, yo, she coming at me, yo. Like, he was like, it's all right, go ahead with that. You know what I'm saying? I did proceed. I did. After the fact, he started throwing a little bit of shade.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's generally how it goes.
So we talked to it like man to man, and I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I apologize, but at the same time, I showed you. I didn't sneak behind your back. I didn't do none of that. I showed you. I didn't reply. I showed you. Soon as she did it, I showed him that, and he said, "Go ahead." Didn't look like he was cooling. You know what I'm saying? Making jokes about it and shit. Okay. And I asked him several times, "Yo, you sure she's coming at me, bro?" Like, you know what I'm saying? And boom. So after the fact, it happened, and now you throwing a little shade. It wasn't like he ain't want to fight me or nothing. He just started throwing the, you know how people throw shade, and you know what I'm saying? So
I think a lot of times we don't want to jump in on people's happiness. I feel like me personally, one of the things with me that rules with me is baby mamas and wives are off limits.
Definitely.
Like that's the thing. Now, if you was just somebody that this woman is somebody that you was just smashing on, it wasn't no feelings attached, y'all wasn't talking about forever, then that's fair game because it should mean nothing. But if this is somebody that I knew that you was in love with and you wanted something forever, nah, I'm cool. That's off limits. If you got kids by them, that's off limits. If y'all was married, that's off limits. If y'all lived together, that's off limits. I can't now if y'all dated in high school, but now y'all 35, 40 years old now. Come on, man. Like
grow up. That's a whole
I never really cared. But one thing about me is I never want to get in the way of nobody's happiness. If you feel like you can do a better job in a situation than I could, and I ain't got no kids with this woman or something like that, that's cool. But I never, my whole thing has been about loyalty to a certain extent. Like, there's no way that I'm gonna be trying to go holler at my man's baby mama. Like, come on, man. Like I know brothers out here that take the Jackson brothers, for example. One of them married the chick, had kids, they divorced. Yes. The brother married her and had kids. Yes. So now we brother and sister and cousins at the same goddamn time. I couldn't do no shit like that, bro, at all. Like, no, that don't even sit right at family reunions and shit. That shit don't even sit right with me. So it's just like certain lines you gotta be drawn. Bobby Womack, and I heard Sam Cooke brothers and shit beat his ass or shot him or did something, and I was just like, man, that pussy ain't worth it. It ain't worth me getting shot over. I'm gonna tell you that. I don't care how good it is. It ain't worth me losing my life.
Imagine, like, okay, this woman, she put, first of all, like you said, she put herself in that situation. She chose to go that route, knowing that it was gonna cause that. Just like, okay, like the 18-year-old girl that just married the 61-year-old godfather or something, right? Okay, so true enough, she's 18. I get it. Okay, she's 18. They're not blood related. I get it, but that's just weird and it's gross. How do you just decide that a child you watch grow up, you help take care of them? I seen the mom on a live, I seen her on a live and him on a live, and they all some mess. All of them some mess. You know what I'm saying? And you chose that, though. You can't come on here and be mad at the billions of people that have seen this because you chose this. It's public record. You chose to speak about it. You chose to tell the world and take pictures and make a he. You think the world ain't gonna have a opinion about it? That's what we do. We're podcasters. We're gonna have plenty of opinions.
My thing is, that's a sticky situation, man. Because according to the girl, that he's not her godfather, and that's not even him. That's not even her that he was holding and all this shit. I'm still saying, yo, if he smashed your mama,
period.
Like, come on.
Period.
Come on now. If he smashed your mama, that's like if a chick smashed my daddy, I don't want you.
Period.
Like, come on. You going sloppy seconds after your mama?
Right, and that's just weird. See? Like, what are y'all gonna do? Are y'all gonna compare notes? Is he gonna tell you how you lag behind me, or tell you how you're better? Like,
he's gonna give up pointers on how to fuck him.
Right, like, what the fuck, yo? No. Excuse my language.
Let's talk about this though. Hanging with with the family of your exes.
Oh man.
Nelson, how you feel about that?
I mean, it depends on the situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all got kids and y'all cool and it's cool like that, and we on a grown man level, you know what I'm saying? But that's just an ex, and nah, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I got kids with families that ain't too particularly fond of me. And after we broke up, they really showed their true colors, how they ain't too fond with me. And at that point, I'd be like, okay, I don't give a fuck. But you have some family members who you are still cool with. And because you are their kids' father, their nieces and nephews' father, they still show some type of respect. But that buddy shit that you had before the breakup is not there anymore. Like, you can feel it. You know, I walk in the room all the time. Every time I see one of my kids' mothers, I keep my distance with certain family members, and it's not because I don't like them. It's just because I know when I walk in this motherfucking room, you motherfuckers was in here talking about me. Because it's just an awkward ass silence and shit. So I stopped going to holiday events and shit like that.
Right.
Because a lot of motherfuckers be phony. And I ain't got time for it. So
hey, we similar in that, bro. Cause
like the mamas, I love your mama. All they mamas,
you know.
Yeah, all they mamas, I love y'all. I got nothing but love for y'all. But I ain't talking about the mamas and the daddies. I'm talking about the brothers, the sisters, the cousins, the new mate, the new mates.
Right.
Now, 2 of my kids' mothers are in relationships with women. And it's like I feel that energy every time I walk in one of them's vicinity. Like, yo, she likes you. I have nothing that interests her. Only thing we have is a kid, 3 kids for that matter. So it's not like I really am here to interfere, but it's like you get that look, you get that like a motherfucker burning a hole in your head, and it's like, yo, this is why I avoid the family settings. I don't. And here's another thing. Take me out the family group chats too. God damn it. I don't want to be in the group chats and y'all Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, man. Fuck y'all. Get me out of this shit. Like, I'm out. Like, when I feel like a lot of times, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I feel like a lot of times in my relationships, if the relationship is over, I ain't really got nothing too much to say to your family. A lot of families I played cool with because I was clapping cheeks. That's the only reason why we over here playing cool. That's the only reason why we being cordial and fun, because I like this woman and I want to make her happy. And plus, I want to keep the bedroom action going. But other than that, you know that if this was a regular situation, I wouldn't be talking to you and you wouldn't be talking to me. So I'll be feeling like keep that same energy when we break up. Real talk. Like, you have some blunt, like, I'm going to tell you, I'm one of them people that I don't like you. And I'll tell you that.
Right.
If you move shady with me, like I move different. If I'm around a bunch of motherfuckers I know that don't like me, no need for me to be here. Why am I here? I'm not finna hang around you motherfuckers and I know you don't like me. That's stupid.
And I can feel the energy. Like, it's not like you can't feel the energy when you walk in the room. Like, everybody they either stop whispering real quick, or they kind of start whispering kind of quick.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
But we deal with that with different environments. Sometimes when we walk in, it's like an automatic intimidation in the room or something. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what it is, but like, okay, I had kids before my marriage to Nelson. And so I have 2 baby daddies besides my husband. And one of them I've never seen, and one of them I get along great with. So the one I get along great with, we never really were in a relationship anyways. So it's kind of like our friendship just continued minus the sex, because I mean, he's married, I'm married, we just share a kid, like you said. But the one that I was actually like married to before, he got ghost. When I didn't want to be with him anymore, he didn't want to be dad no more. So, but I did maintain some contact with at least one or two of his family members so that my child would always have a connection to the family. But I'm a woman, so like it was kind of my duty to my child as a mom to make sure that they had open communication with the people who wasn't responsible for taking care of her, but the people that were responsible to love her, and they did. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
and that's the thing. That's the thing too that blows me when kids get put in the middle, and then it's like people feel like it's obligated for you to keep up with that side of the family so they can have contact with the kids. Yo, that's not my responsibility. You want to deal with them, I'll never cut off lines of communication.
Right.
Like when it comes to my kids, I never stop their families. Like when I get my kids for the summer and shit, y'all want to talk to my kids, call them. Y'all want to see them, say that. I'm not gonna go the extra mile for you to communicate with my kids. If you really give a fuck about them, you will put the, because
you'll put in the effort. Exactly. But see, that's what I'm saying. I kept the lines, like I said, I kept like 2 or 3 people in the family that I kept open communication with, but I never went out of my way to make sure that she got back to the state where her people is from. I never went out of my way to pay for her to go visit. I never went out of my way to make them extra calls to make sure they stayed in her life. I didn't. And then one of them, after she had got grown, one of them was quite bitter and was like, oh, she took you away from the family and you moved you 3 states away and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, and this whole time you knew where I was, and not one time did you say, hey.
Yeah, because a lot of times the family be having their own opinions about you through the door and don't even really know you. You know right. I'm one of them dudes that fathers never really liked me. They ain't know shit about me, but they ain't like me, I guess, because they all, in their mind, they felt like I was never good enough for their daughter. Like, honestly, speaking off experience, there's probably never going to be a guy out here that's good enough for my daughter. I got 1 daughter and 8 boys. So it's like, that's my baby girl. There's probably never going to be. And so I remember going to these women's houses and they daddies and shit like that. Like when I got married, her daddy was cool. He cool. I ain't got nothing against him. He ain't got nothing against me. And I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me, because normally when I meet fathers, they try to give you the talk. So what you got going on? Right. Don't make me hurt you about my daughter. Ooh, that's my daughter. And I get it. And I used to be like, damn, these dudes is harsh. And then I started growing up and experiencing like, this how I'm gonna be with my daughter. Mm-hmm. So sometimes people don't be meaning to be harsh. They just giving you some shit that you gonna experience in the future. And when you have a daughter, because people used to always tell me, when you finally have a daughter, you gonna know how I feel. And that shit used to dawn on me like, why he saying that? And then I had an epiphany. I started feeling this shit. Like,
true though, because I guarantee you look at women different now since you had a daughter.
Yeah, you have to, because your daughter is they say, and I used to not agree with this, but then I figured it out. You should be your daughter's first love.
Yes.
You should definitely be your daughter's first love, because you are the one that's going to teach her what love is about when she gets older. And she's not going to settle. She's not going to settle for any old bullshit. Oh, he beat on me because he loved me. He cheat on me because he loved me. No, that's not what the fuck. So I think a lot of times, even with the family, again, you start feeling they vibes and checking their temperatures. So it's like in my mind, I be having a list. Oh, we not going to be cool if we break up. If this shit don't work out, I already know he a phony motherfucker. She phony as hell. Right. He cool. I could see me and her still being cool. So yes, I do have certain family members that I still keep in contact with and talk shit to. But it's a certain element that kind of throws it off. And this is what I be trying to say about how family is different. They fickle sometimes because they always, even if it was they person fault, they always gonna stick with they family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you have to keep that in mind going into it, because family will befriend you. A lot of them, they'll make you feel really welcome, really comfortable.
Until
and you
break
know,
up.
and as a mate, you might even get comfortable enough to have a conversation with the family about what's going on, this and that. And within an hour or two, the whole family is trying to jump you.
They hate you. They ready to fight. I've had relatives that pulled up on me. Oh, you broke up with my little sister. You broke up with my cousin. All right, we ready to fight. And I'm like, yo. So, and I've been that guy that has went to war for my sisters when it came to my sisters with a bad breakup. I've had those scenarios, like, those are the situations. Like during a bad breakup, I will definitely go to war for my sisters, but at the same time, I had to stop doing that shit, because if I'm going to beat this dude ass, if I'm going to fight this dude, and you're gonna be right back with him an hour or two later,
with him in an hour or two,
what the fuck am I doing? So now, chalk that shit up to experience. That's why I stay out, and you get 1 or 2 chances with me. I'm going to defend you because you're my sister, but if you're going to be right back, my cousin, my mama, whoever, if you're going to be right back with this motherfucker, what are we doing this for?
Right.
Yeah.
I was trying to get him. He had an experience where he had to take up for his sister before.
We have to. We are the leaders. We are the men. We're supposed to protect our women, but at the same time, I can't protect you against yourself.
That's the issue, especially in 2021. These women are harder than the men out here. And I can say that because I've watched them evolve. Like, I remember the example of women growing up is not what women are now. And it's not to say the women are less now, because they are evolved. It's just to say that life has changed us. Like, life has changed men and life has changed women. So you have to know going into it, like, yo, if this is over, you just need to watch what you say during the process, because when it's over, it could get really, really ugly really fast. Like Chris Brown said, it's going to get ugly before it gets beautiful. You know, if you just go off, you know, you have to, but it's the same. Like, I wouldn't want my family to pick his side if it was over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be looking at my family like, y'all ain't loyal either. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you just got to know. But I have that issue almost everywhere I go. You know, somebody's going to feel some sort of way, whether it's family, at work, whatever. And I just use it as fuel to be greater. Like, okay, you hate me like I am. Well, I'm just going to be the best me I can be, and you're going to really be mad. But thanks for that view of you watching and don't even follow me. Like, that view was a penny for me. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is at this point in 2021, you know?
Withdraw or place your bet.
Sure enough.
Fifth or tell your truth. Or the choice is on us.
All right. This segment here is, it depends on how I feel. So I'm going to give you guys 2 things. You'll pick one or the other. First one is Netflix or YouTube?
I say YouTube, because first of all, Netflix, you pay the subscription and you pay that every month. YouTube, if you know if you know what to look for, you can watch it for free.
Bingo.
You know?
I say YouTube because of the different variety. Like, there's millions of videos on YouTube, and Netflix is like limited. I think I've seen every Netflix. So YouTube, I'm still surfing YouTube, finding new stuff, you know?
Oceans or mountains?
Oceans.
Oceans. I have to say oceans too.
Cuddling or sleeping?
Cuddling.
Cuddling.
Yeah.
Makeup or no makeup?
No makeup.
Makeup.
Dogs or babies?
Babies.
Music or podcast?
That's a hard one.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a hard one right there.
I don't know. Music.
Yeah, I might have to say music.
Just because music.
You can turn your music into a podcast.
Right.
You could.
You know what I'm saying?
Comedy or horror?
Comedy.
Horror.
Good heart or good body?
Good heart.
Good heart.
Formal dining room or family banquet?
I have to say the family one. Yeah.
Quick tempered or controlled temper? Quick tempered or controlled temper?
Controlled temper.
Controlled temper.
Facts or fiction?
Facts.
Facts. Yeah.
Google or Bing?
Google.
Yeah, Google.
Well, actually, I go to Google more, but Bing is more informative.
Painfully full or starving?
Now?
Painfully full or starving. I have to say starving because I can make it do what it do.
Working alone or working in a team?
What? Say it again?
Working alone or working in a team?
Depends on the situation. Depends on
I agree with that. Because some situations you're gonna do better as a team, but some situations I can maneuver through myself without, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess it depends on the situation, but we have to make one answer.
Work hard or play hard?
I work hard.
Yeah, work hard. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Marvel, yeah.
Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook.
Baseball or football?
Football.
Simpsons or Family Guy?
Family Guy.
Simpsons.
Christmas or Halloween?
Oh.
I'm gonna have to. Only reason why I say Christmas because involves the whole. Halloween do too, involve the whole family, but Christmas is on another level though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And I'm kind of nervous about Halloween for my kids, so they kind of do fall festivals instead of the whole trick or treating thing. So.
True enough.
The payout, baby. It's the payout, baby. Last call. Don't hold your breath. Get it off your chest.
All right. This segment here is called Final Thoughts. It could be about whatever. Well, Kim, you know how final thoughts work. It's whatever. I'm gonna go first. My final thoughts is this, man. I'm so glad I was able to get y'all on here. I know our schedules be conflicting like a motherfucker, man. So it is, you guys are busy. I've watched y'all grow in this podcast streets, man. So I just want to say I am very proud of y'all and y'all's success.
Thank you.
You guys are very, you guys listen. You're not hard to work with, so it was easy for me to establish something. Kim, you started off with me co-hosting the show, so you know that my level of appreciation is different when it come to y'all. Nelson started off as somebody that was always first time I knew Nelson existed, he was talking smack about Benny Siegel and Jada, I believe it was. So that's when it all clicked up, man. So I'm very, very proud of y'all, man. And I just say you have a big supporter in Big Smash, and Bet the House, we're going to support you guys through whatever. You know, I'm always here if you need me, and that's just what it is. So those are my final thoughts. Now, you guys, you can let me know your final thoughts. Let's hear it.
Okay, for me, I just want to say thank you for letting me come on and do the co-hosting thing with you. Voices of Reason, I'm hoping that with us on the network, we can get us a bi-weekly or weekly spot for Voices of Reason and make that a little thing for us on the network so we can generate more networking. But we watched you grow like the last few months. We've watched you grow. So it's not like, you know, it's all growth on our end too, because you've been growing too.
Right. And honestly, I just want to say, like, you're one of my best inspirations, bro. You like really inspired me to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I talked to him for months before I started podcasting as co-hosting, because I was still producing before I even made my face. So I kept talking to him. I was like, man, we need to do a podcast. He's like, man, I don't want to do it. You know, I do music. Da, da, da. I'm like, okay. But then when I started co-hosting with you, he was like, well, that's
shit
I like
easy.
how y'all do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
podcasting. You guys are in the right. You in the right company, man. We have some really dope brains in our community, man. And you know, I hate to say, you know, podcasters click up, but my clique is a little different. I got people from all over. So again, I want to see all of us eat, all of us win. That's always been my goal. That's why I work as hard as I do, because you know, and some people you can help, some people you can't. I realized that a while ago that you can't take everybody with you. So the ones that listen like you guys, I see it. I see the growth, and I never bash y'all or come off and tell y'all how to do anything y'all do. I let y'all be yourselves, and that's what it's about when it comes to podcasting. You guys asked me, and I would always tell you, just be yourself. Don't change up. Just do what works for you. Anybody that asks me advice,
man, like, you one of my inspirations, because you do it your way.
Facts. I have to.
That's why we was like, Meet the Tylers, we gonna be us, man. Like, no filter, no none of that.
Yeah, because people, when we first started, they're like, oh, you need to change this and you need to change that.
Yeah, a lot of
and
that.
we was like, okay, well, we'll take that into consideration. But
you know, the only advice that I ever really give y'all,
and we haven't even really premiered Smash. Like
that was my only advice. It was like when I do my top 50, the only advice I gave y'all, I said, I haven't really seen a show from you guys.
Right. Because, but we set out, listen, let me explain this in the final thought. We did set out to have a preseason with everybody so that when we did premiere, we would have some solid followers. I don't care about all the numbers all the time. Yes, that'll come as we go. Facts. I care about solid connections. I care about good business. I care about making sure that the people that I sit at the table with, because I don't sit at every table that offers. And the people that I choose to sit with, I want to see them grow as far conglomerate-wise as they can grow. Like, let's expand our network. We were so honored when Podcastagram asked us to be on the Speedcast. We was like, yo! And then I looked and seen you were on the first one. I was like, yo, let's go. You know
I'm a speed date OG is what I call it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to get in on the second one. He was like, come on, man, you was already on the first one, man. Now you already everywhere, you know, but generally, man, I just like seeing people win. And I always tell people, if you can't do something your way, don't do it.
Right.
Because it's not you. If you're not doing it your way, it's not you. So that's why my show. But if y'all haven't noticed, man, I done jumped into more of a serious. I'm showing my range a little bit because everybody just think I'm shenanigans and shit, and I have to show them like, yo, I can do the serious range too. I can jump into the serious shit too. I just do.
Right. And sorry to interrupt you, but I do that by accident. That's our goal for season 1. Like our preseason was kind of like, okay, meet the Tylers. Here we go. This is us. We're fun. We're, we got thick skin. We can take a lot of crap. You know what I'm saying? We're here. Okay. But season 1, our actual season 1 on Channel 82 Network, you're going to see a more professional, grown and sexy Tylers. We're going to present ourselves in a more we've learned a lot more. We've had a lot more on-screen presence. We had to build up to our premiere. And that's what preseason was about for us. We was like, okay, we're going to go in here and we're just going to learn the game. And we're going to make some solid connections. And then we're going to go on go. So
that's what I've been doing. Like I had an idea and I've been writing a script for it. It's going to be called Love and Podcasting. And we're going to take some of these relationships and we're going to spotlight them. We ain't going to turn it into like love and hip hop, but it's going to be love and podcasting. We're going to get, people find love and connections through podcasting, and there's a lot of couple podcasters out here. So, it's going to be super dope. So I look forward to that. But man, I look forward to Meet the Tylers. Me personally, you guys are some of my favorites when it comes to talking shit. And I like the input, and I like that Nelson is stepping out his shadow and entering this world, man. So shout out to you.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all, man, for the love that y'all got and the things that y'all do. And man, let everybody know all the details of your show, where they can find you, everything else. Let's put that out there for the people.
Well, I'm Nelson on IG. You can catch me at Smoke Troublesome, literally at Smoke Troublesome. This is my wife, Kim. You can catch her at Meet the Tylers Podcast 2021.
Right. Yeah. And we have a YouTube Meet the Tylers. We have one video up so far.
That's coming up.
But our actual season premiere, The Tasty Tales with the Tylers and Meet the Tylers, is on at Channel 82 Network in January. We don't have a specific date as yet. We're still developing the whole outline for the season. So we start production next weekend. So we're in there. And I produce for Talk to Bree on Black Ink Radio every other Thursday at 5:00. So make sure you join into that, because that's also a Miss Possible production. So
shout out to y'all, man. All right, man. Y'all know what it is. I got to get ready to do some things. But until next time, man, go follow Meet the Tylers. Go tap into Meet the Tylers, and we'll be back at it.